We've all heard that masturbating is a natural thing, but how often is too often? What if you find it hard to stop? Let's dive into these questions and explore why stopping this seemingly normal act can actually benefit your life. Before we begin, I apologize if the title seemed exaggerated. It was necessary to highlight this 21st century issue that affects many young people and adults. In this video, we'll explore what happens to our brains from both a scientific and philosophical perspective, and learn what Stoicism can teach us about this habit. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Modern medicine clearly states that masturbation is completely normal, not only in humans but also in dogs and other mammals. However, this perspective hasn't always been the norm. In the past, masturbation was considered immoral, especially for men, because it was believed to waste reproductive potential. For women, it was thought to distance them from men by allowing them to find pleasure alone. Additionally, there were beliefs that masturbation could cause physical diseases, making it something to be avoided entirely. What we know about masturbation today. Nowadays, we understand that masturbation can help men suffering from insomnia by inducing sleep. According to the French Institute of Health and Medical Research, the male brain deactivates sexual desire after orgasm. The cerebral cortex, responsible for conscious thought, rests once climax is achieved, making it easier for men to fall asleep after sexual activity. The hidden trap of masturbation. But where's the problem? Hidden within one of its benefits lies a trap. Masturbation releases dopamine in the brain, the hormone responsible for making us feel good, reducing stress, and providing a sense of reward. This pleasure is so intense that some people become addicted. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders classifies excessive masturbation under the category of hypersexuality disorder, which is similar to obsessive-compulsive disorder. This can lead to mental and familial issues, making you a slave to your own desires, constantly seeking more pleasure. When you become addicted to masturbation, it's due to the chemicals released in your brain. As your brain adapts, it demands more dopamine to achieve the same level of pleasure as before. This cycle leads to compulsive behavior, much like a smoker who can't stop, someone who eats chocolate until they feel sick, or an alcoholic. The brain starts blocking receptors to try to curb the excessive dopamine release, making it harder to achieve satisfaction, which only leads to more frustration and further compulsive behavior. How Stoicism can help. At this point, you might wonder what Stoicism has to do with all this. Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus were masters of self-control and wisdom. They viewed pleasure and lust from a unique perspective. For Stoics, masturbation wasn't just about seeking carnal satisfaction. It was an opportunity to explore the limits of the body and mind. They saw it as an exercise in self-awareness and a path to true freedom. Epicurus, another philosopher, asserted that self-control, not indulgence in pleasure, defines a good person. The Stoic approach to masturbation isn't about repression, but about deep understanding and self-mastery. It's about directing your emotions towards conscious self-exploration. Every action has consequences, not just for us, but for the natural order of the universe. When we give in to intense desires, like uncontrolled masturbation, we lose our harmonious connection with nature, becoming prisoners of our desires and drifting away from inner serenity. Finding inner peace. Compulsive masturbation can lead to a whirlwind of emotions, including guilt, shame, and dissatisfaction. Stoics teach us to control these intense emotions through introspection and self-regulation. By facing our emotions consciously, we learn to manage them in a healthy and constructive way. Inner peace comes from self-mastery and finding joy in simple and virtuous things. Allow me to share a personal story. I know someone who struggled with compulsive masturbation, seeking momentary pleasure but facing an emotional storm afterward. By immersing themselves in Stoic teachings and practicing self-control and self-regulation, they underwent a profound transformation. They learned to confront their desires and emotions consciously, finding true joy and self-control. Today, they live a life of inner peace and authenticity, free from the slavery of momentary desires. True satisfaction comes from living according to our deepest principles and values. When we yield to fleeting desires, we lose sight of what truly matters in life. Compulsive masturbation can steer us away from our noble purposes and the true happiness found in virtue and inner peace. Practicing meditation and mindfulness promotes the mental serenity needed to resist temptations and face our emotions healthily. Compulsion becomes an obstacle to mental serenity, dragging us into regret and steering us away from the peace found in self-control and moderation. My friend, what are you doing with your life? Do you think sitting at home, watching videos, and finding pleasure with your hands will make you confident and successful? Do you think wasting your time and energy on such things will attract the right partner? No, never. So think wisely. Write in the comments, I am a powerful person. I have control over my mind. I choose to do what motivates and improves me. Thank you for staying with me. Like the video and subscribe for more.